Good morning. Saying goodbye to the car. Starting the day off. Got quite the hike today. A little over 11 miles on the starting off on the Baxter Creek Trail, and that's going to take me up to Mount Cammerer. I'll be on the AT for a little bit today as well. We have about 11 miles today, and quite a bit of elevation change. I think we have 3,300 feet of elevation gain, and then I think almost 2,000 feet of elevation loss after that. So a lot of up and down, but hoping to see some great views from the fire tower. It's supposed to be spectacular, and the weather is beautiful so far. A little brisk this morning, which is perfect, and yeah, I'm super excited. Well, about an hour into day one. I think I'm probably 2 miles or almost 2 miles into it. It's been quite an experience. I'm sweating profusely, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Whew. The camera doesn't do it any justice. Ooh, this is steep. Alright, so moving along pretty good. I'm 2.1 miles in. That was where I started. It was the Chestnut Branch Trail, not the Baxter Creek Trail. A little edit there. Now I'm going to be on the Appalachian Trail for about 3.3 miles, as I see there, until I get to Mount Cammerer. That way. Whoop. Some bear poopies. All right, well, got our first little break in the flora here. Some mountain ridges back in there. Looks like the Smokies are gonna live up to their name today. That's a big rock. Little bumblebee friend. Awesome little outjetting of a mountain. This is looking east. Alright, finally made it to the little offshoot trail that goes up to Mount Cammerer, the fire tower. We're gonna check that out here. Found this cool little placard here showing us the elevation, 40. Oh, made it! Oh, shit! Look at this. Incredible. It's so hazy, but you can see for miles. Miles and miles. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go ahead and make this my lunch spot for the day. A little honey barbecue tuna with some cheddar on some torte, with an amazing view. All right, a little peek at the itinerary for this trip. About halfway through for today. Started here at Big Creek, to Chestnut Branch Trail up to the AT here, and then up to here to Mount Cammerer, which is where we're at now. I'm going to end today down this trail in a campsite 37 for tonight. Then tomorrow I head down this way to the Laurel Gap Shelter, and then my third night will be at Mount Sterling, and then I'll hike out on the Baxter Creek Trail back to Big Creek, which is where I started. This is literally the ridge of a mountain. It's been a nice leisurely downhill. Get used to this. All right. Coming up on Low Gap Trail. Heading that way, that's where the campsite is. We got 2.5 miles. Campsite. I'm gonna take a little break here, get some water, a little snack, and get on with it. Boop, boop. Splish, splash. Probably only about a half mile from the campsite, and we've got some healthy bear doo-doo. Grateful. Alright, made it to campsite. So, could not find campsite 37 to save my life. It's not where the map says it is, but 36 is right next to it. And gonna set up here. This is Jake, we just met on the trail. We're staying at the same spot tonight. Gorgeous. Just to give you an idea of how amazing this camp spot is. It is right on the water. There's my tent. Locked and loaded, ready to go. It's gonna be a great night. All the campsites in the park have these cables rigged up, and they all have hooks on them. And you put your food bag on those, and then you clip this over here to the tree, and then your food bag is 20 feet up in the air. The bears can't get it. It's all set. So the lightning bugs have made it. They're not in my tent. They're in between the outer wall and the mesh. They're trapped. They're trapped. They're gonna give me a light show all night. They come in waves. Oh, here they come again. Yep. It's so crazy. And then darkness. Good morning. Yeah, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Day 2. We're here. Let's see. Woke up about 7:45. Slept like a baby last night. It's awesome having this little creek in the background, rambling around. Puts you right to sleep. It was great. Already had some coffee. Gonna break down camp here soon. Short hike today, only 6.2 miles. Got about 2,400 feet in elevation gains. We're gonna be at 5,400 feet tonight, so it'll be a little bit cooler tonight, which would be nice. Stay in the shelter later on the night, so I won't have to set up the tent, which is pros and cons to that. You don't get your own personal space, but you don't have to set shit up, so that's kind of nice. And I'm looking forward. I'm gonna take my time with the hike today. I only got 6 miles and the whole day to do it, so just gonna take lots of breaks and try to soak it all in and be one with the nature and not worry about the hike so much. Up here, this trail gets a whole lot of use. It's a little overgrown. Definitely be checking myself for ticks later on. That'll be fun. It's a gorgeous walk. Gonna be taking a left here on Gunter Fork Trail, and look at this sign. During times of high stream flow, Gunter Fork Trail impassable, and possibly impassable. Hopefully it's not one of those times right now. I don't believe it is. Everything's pretty dry around here. It's a little buggy out, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Good thing I brought the net. It's been a lifesaver so far. They've been just dive bombing into my eyes kamikaze bugs, man. I'll tell you what. I see now why the sign was needed. I have to go over the creek. Whoa, shit. Oh, foot's wet. See you later. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Round 2. Ah. Ooh. There it is. Ooh. Got me. Oh, now you want to be shy? There you go. Made it to the Gunter Fork Cascades, not too shabby. I'm a little faster today than I really wanted to be. I'm trying hard to be slow, but it's super, super hard. I was hoping to have lunch here, but it's not even noon yet, so I think I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, take a little break, soak it all in, and then be on my way. I'm hiking along. I see all of these plants here have this like foamy stuff hanging off of them. I don't know if that's from like an animal. It looks like there's some stuff embedded in it, like bugs or something. Some kind of. That is the creature that resides in the foam. There was like 2 or 3 of them in there. Oh, there he goes. I'm excited to find out what that is. I'll do some Googling when I get home. I think I've come to the conclusion that this is in fact the Gunter Fork Cascades. All the way up there. This thing would be really cool if this thing was ripping. However, if it was ripping, this trail wouldn't be accessible, so. Well, I finally picked a lunch spot. I'm gonna do some bacon ranch today. I think I can deal with this view while eating. I think it'll suffice. However, in the last couple minutes since I've sat down, the sky has gotten much darker and it's a little gray ahead. It's supposed to be 50% chance of rain for the next 3 days out here, so I might get rained on during lunch, which won't be the greatest thing, but it's part of the adventure. Found the rain! Woo! Yes! It is absolutely pouring down rain. It is gorgeous. You can't even see the mountain over there, just barely. Stunning. Well, after about an hour, it's finally quit raining. Just the drip drops from the trees now. I just checked my elevation. I'm about 4760 on the elevation, so only about 700 feet upwards to go. I'm not sure how many miles. I'm gonna guess. I've been going pretty slow. Probably a mile and a half, 2 miles left to the shelter. I've been taking a lot of breaks and just taking it all in, watching the clouds kind of roll over the mountains and the few clearings that I had along the way has been pretty spectacular. And if it rained for an hour each day while I was out here, I wouldn't be mad at all. See evidence of an old mudslide that took out part of the trail too. It's pretty sketchy here in this area. This is all angled footholds here. And went way the heck down there. It's raining again! I said, hey look ma, I made it, I made it. Woo! Made it! It is 3:05, take it to the house. This Laurel Gap shelter, I am the only one here. It is empty. This is what the inside looks like. I'll probably pick a top bunk area up here to chill for the night. Pretty excited about it. Someplace dry. Don't have to sit up the tent in the rain, which is nice. And man, today was great. What a trail today. Not very well maintained, but that kind of added to it a little bit. It kind of felt like you were really more out in the wilderness. And then with the rain, that was so cool. Just for it to be pouring down rain, and you're in the forest, and it's okay. Like you got rain gear, and you're staying warm, and it's not a big deal. And you got a warm, dry place to sleep tonight. So awesome day. Really enjoyed the experience. So this is the water source for this shelter. It's not much. It's a little bit of a walk, a little bit of a hike too. I'd say it's like a probably 0.2 mile hike away from the shelter, but that'll do. That'll work. I am on some next level snacking. Get at me. Oh man. Oh my god. Woo! If you look carefully, you can see the cloud passing by. That we're basically inside of a cloud. It's been this way ever since I've been in the shelter. Wow. It is dinner time here at the shelter. On today's menu, baby reds con queso con pollo. It's delicious. I'm still the only person here. It did stop raining, however, it's been like, I've been in a cloud this entire time. You can just see the cloud like moving in and out of here for the last like 4 hours. Everything's still really wet. There's not gonna be any fire tonight, unfortunately. But I think it's gonna be bedtime soon. I'm pretty tired, and wake up early tomorrow and get a move on things. Well, that's the way to start off the day. I just woke up out of the shelter, and there was a bear right there. It scared the shit out of me. I yelled at him, and he went running off towards the water source. Thankfully, I got water last night. I shouldn't have to go there today, so I won't need to go see him. I think he's long gone, though. Man, I wish I had the camera running. And while I was diligent about leaving my food secured, I did not leave my water bag secured. Didn't think that would be an issue, and he got into it. There's a big old hole in the front, and definitely some other spots where you can see where he was trying to teeth his way into the bag. This could put a damper on the trip. All right, back on the trail. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, pretty early start for me. Had a nice little wake up this morning from the bear. I think water-wise I'll be okay. It did put a hole in the bag, but I think I can still use it. At least for the next 2 days, shouldn't be an issue. I have several stream crossings today according to the map. I'm heading to Mount Sterling today. It's about 6 miles. And I think only about 400 feet of total elevation gain. So it should be a fairly easy hike. I think it's mainly a ridge, hiking ridge lines mainly today. So shouldn't be a whole lot of up and down. And hopefully, although currently it's not looking so hot, hopefully it won't be too hazy today, but I got a feeling the Smokies are going to live up to its name once again, but we shall see. Pokey things everywhere. What a day. Well, it's about 10:15. I've hiked a little over 4 miles so far today. Got 1.8 miles left to campsite 38. I've kind of been booking it today only because I'm not 100% sure how easy it is going to be to set up my tent tonight, being that I only have one trekking pole. I think I can get creative and use my paracord to set up the other end. I'm not 100% sure, so worst case scenario, if I can't get my tent set up, then I have to hike 6 miles back out to the car, which is doable. Granted, I have enough time, so should be there in the next like hour probably, and we'll see what happens. Made it. There's the prize in the sky. Mount Sterling Fire Tower. Kind of climb it up here in a bit and see what it's like, but it's pretty freaking cloudy out right now, so I'm not expecting much. Well, I must say, all of the day's woes and troubles have been amended by this. Ow! I'm on top of the Mount Sterling Fire Tower, and I was up here about an hour and a half ago, and it was too hazy to see anything, but it is really, really, really cleared out, and it is spectacular. Unbelievable. Fire tower's a little sketch. There's the tent down there somewhere, I think. Yep, there it is. This thing's old, rickety, but it's good enough. I just hope I don't get struck by lightning. This is ye old water source for campsite 38. I'll take it. It's unfortunately a half-mile walk from the campsite, which is a little shitty. Hopefully I just have to do this one time tonight and then once tomorrow. So I just went ahead and kind of set up shop here. Making myself some lunch, and I've got everything that I'll need for the next like 2-3 hours. I'm not so sure I'm supposed to be up here on the roof. There's no sign saying I couldn't be on the roof, so I assumed it was fair game. There's like these guardrails up, but there's also like a bunch of electrical wiring, so about 8:30. I've had dinner already. I thought I would come up here to try to catch a sunset, but we're looking west right about now, and it is pretty obscured, unfortunately. But I'm not that upset. And then just clouds. That's so crazy. A wall of clouds. And then here's the mountains again. Cool. Morning. Well, the original plan today was to wake up at the ass crack of dawn and go try to see the sunrise from the fire tower. However, set my alarm for 6 a.m. and it started raining at 6 a.m. and it is now a little after 9 and it's been raining ever since. And I think it's gonna be raining all day. So I find kind of a conclusion that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna break down the tent and I guess get the hike out on the way. I'm slowly coming to the realization that I'm probably gonna end up pooping in the rain today. Looking forward to that. Well, I had to get one more view from the fire tower, and this is it. Stuck in a cloud. It is windy. And there's where the tent was. As you can see, the cloud just passed beneath me here. Looks like the sun's trying to come out to play. These rocks are crazy. Woo! Oh, hi there! Well, this pretty much concludes the trip. I think I'm only out 20 minutes from the car at this point. I stopped to have a little lunch and a little coffee. Try to absorb the last little bit of nature that I can before this trip's over. I do have LeConte to hike tomorrow, so that's something to look forward to. But it won't be backpacking, which is I'm fine with because it'll be a lighter pack, so that'll be nice. But just trying to absorb the last little bit of nature that I can while I'm out here. And heading to Smokemont to stay the night tonight.